This league is becoming a war of attrition, man. Everybody's losing players. So I feel bad for Chris with Sumner out, and then Trayvon getting hurt in the first half. I mean, that has a big impact on the game. We were coming in minus a couple guys. It's just, but that's what a season is. That's what college basketball is. We all know it. I know Chris knows it. We know it, and I was just proud of leadership again, senior leadership. Man, we're so lucky. Chris and Josh just been through everything, and coming up here today, seeing the students outside is a great sight. But it's intimidating. I mean, they were wild out there when we came in on our bus, and I was just said to my assistant, I said, Chris and Josh and Darryl, they've seen everything. This doesn't bother them, and I'm really proud of the way they led us in this game.
Sorry that I have to ask, but now that you've achieved a 500 win, do you feel any different than you did 48 hours ago?
No, not at all. I always feel blessed that me and Patty can coach at Villanova. It's more every day I come in there to work with these guys, just to be with these guys, to be at a school like that and work with the people I do. That means far more than anything. And I really thank God every day. Every day I go in there, get to work with these guys. It's really a blessing.
For any of you, before the game, Villanova was named the #1 seed in the preliminary bracket pairings the NCAA put out. Villanova was the #1 seed overall.
Really?
Anything to you?
Wow, I just heard that for the first time. Wow, that's pretty cool. That's good. I mean, that's probably where we are right now in power rankings. But you just know that it doesn't mean anything because it's really at the end, right? I mean, at the end of the tournament season, where you get ranked is what's going to be important. So this is more for the media and fans right now because we all got to finish the season.
Jay, considering the way you guys were getting beaten on the boards, where do you think you picked it up in other areas to overcome that advantage?
Well, I thought we battled. I thought we were smart about when we didn't get rebounds, not just whacking them and fouling them out of frustration. A lot of times as a basketball player, when you're going for rebounds and you don't get them and the other guy gets it, it's a natural reaction, just be frustrated and just hammer the guy. And we didn't do that, and we kept battling, so I was happy about that. I thought we did a really good job on McCura and also on Gates, they're shooters. And then, Trayvon not being in there makes a big difference, let's be honest. I mean, that's a great scorer in our league.
Chris, amplifying on what your coach said about you guys have seen everything, is there anything that really can rattle the nucleus loose?
Nah, I just think that we just focus on sticking together and controlling what we can control and playing Villanova basketball for 40 minutes and accepting the results. So, nothing can rattle us as long as we do that.
Jay, when you play a grinded out tough game like this, does it really make you appreciate reaching 500 and how tough every one is?
You know what? I don't want to be a jerk about it. Just the 500 road doesn't. I know you guys got to do your job and it's the next game, but I appreciate every day being in these games. I really do. When we walk out there, I said to Chris when I shook hands, I said, this place is amazing, man. Like, this place was rocking. And I always say to myself, man, I'm so lucky to be here. And honestly, with these guys, when you come in every day with these guys and you're preparing, you're watching film, I say to myself, like, we got really good guys, man. I'm so lucky to be here and coaching at Villanova. So it's more being in the moment than thinking back. But Chris taught me this. When we retire, we'll look back at this stuff. I've heard him say that about his shot, and it's true. But right now, we're so into it, the next game, it really doesn't mean that much.
Jay, when you knew Darryl wasn't going to go today, how did you anticipate Xavier would adjust to that, and how did it end up actually playing out?
I mean, they're always good at getting the ball inside, and they're always good on the glass. So we just, as soon as, of all people for this game, we thought, all right, we know what's coming. That's why you look at the disparity in rebounding. We almost anticipated that we had to overcome that because they're always good at that, even when we have Darryl. So they did it. They pound us. I just thought we did a good job on our three-point shooters, and And as I said, losing Blewett, that guy can score. So that's a big difference.
Jay, to build off of that, Xavier had to turn to different alternatives to find some scoring. Did you think that Rasheed Gaston would be one of those guys, just knowing in the first game he only scored 4 points?
Yeah, I mean, they have been, he and Jones have been really effective inside recently, and they've been using him a lot more, especially since they lost Sumner, going inside out with him, and he's been good at it. So we did. I know I was hoping he wouldn't get 23, but we knew that was going to be a big part of what they did.
Chris, Coach had alluded to it earlier, but the way you guys battled inside did make frustration felt. How important was that? And what was it like to have to keep battling, when the ball was just eluding your reach there?
I mean, it's what we work for. We work for the most difficult situations. Not having Darryl, really hurts us because he's a great player, a great rebounder, great defender. But, we just keep with it. We stick with it. Keep a Villanova road attitude and just keep grinding.